Aloha, welcome to Moonifesting, Aquarius, new moon. Just giving a moment here. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. See how we're doing. And present in full screen section. I hope everybody can hear me properly. Looks like we're recording. Present. All right. Please give it a moment. Welcome. Welcome. Crafting the new moon. Crafting the modern goddess and Moonifesting. Virtual new moon gatherings. Today is the 28th of January. We are at 6 p.m. here in California. Welcome to the Aquarius new moon. For those of you who are new, who are coming back, we're going to go ahead and get started. We have this PowerPoint presentation to keep us on track, and everybody should have gotten an email with a lot of PDFs. So let's go ahead and in the chat box, for those of you present, please add where you're located, where you're connecting into Circle. Today we're building a circle. This circle is all around the world. We are Earth honoring and location share. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians, owners of the land on which we circle today, the people and the nation where we have Chumash here in the United States, California, Ventura, and I pay my respects to all the ancestral stewards of this land, elders past and present. And for those of you who don't know where you're at, maybe you're traveling, you can go to native-land.ca and type in your geolocation, and it will show you who the custodians, the traditional custodians of the property are. It's pretty exciting. So welcome. Here again in the email, you would have gotten this monthly schedule every month. Like the tides, the ebb and flow, we as goddesses and the moons, this is the schedule. The schedule is always going to remain the same. I'll just review it really quickly. We'll have the welcome and introduction, which we just did. Then we're going to go into opening circle, where we connect each other, create a safe space. Then we'll have a cosmic overview, everything that's happening now in the cosmic. We'll set intentions for us personally, and then as a group, we'll do our crafting, and we'll pick a card, and we'll close circle. So we like to do that within an hour. This should give you a nice commitment of at least 1 hour of modern day goddess crafting. And then you on your own time can take the information and build out all the pieces when you're ready. So Moonifesting here before each circle. Please gather all your ritual items if you have them, no pressure. If you're driving, drive, be safe while you're driving. You want to be in a state of empty presence. Take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space, and this is a safe container for everyone. The intention for Moonifesting that I really wanted to portray over the time as the goddesses, as we ebb and flow, we grow through what we go through. And together as a group, we'll start learning about each other as we grow. So let's just take a moment. And 3 deep breaths, getting settled in your space. Imagine yourself with an opening circle. I'm gonna stop share for 1 second. Just connect with the goddesses. Welcome, welcome everyone. You can get eye to eye and please repeat after me. Around myself and those I love, I cast the ring past not. Only pure love and good come from me, and only pure love and good come to me. Imagine the golden light from your being leaving one hand, connecting to each of the goddesses around the globe, in and out, weaving the circle together as the golden light returns back into the other hand. And we have now created a safe space. Welcome to Circle. So here's your poem. So as the cosmic overview, how this works is that we are born with a roadmap. You'll hear me say this over and over again for those of you who are repeating. And those of you who are new that know nothing about the cosmic or cosmic consciousness or how this works, astrology or astronomy even, is it's all science, and it's I like to call it a roadmap. We're born with a map. We're born at the exact moment of time, and then we have that map the entire time until we die. It doesn't change for us. Each person has their own unique map, and it's a way to navigate life's everything. It's just a way to navigate life. Now, how do we use it? The cosmic overview that we're going to be overviewing today is the overview that's happening now, that's happening in the current, the new moons, where the sun is placed, where all the planets are placed. All of that location is in its own orbit. And then you can take your map and place those two together, and you can see when you read them together that the map now plus your map, it's really specifically designs how it works for you. And then everybody can have a different application. I'm unclear why my hand is up, so let's see if I can click that. Lower hand. Perfect. I lowered my hand. So let's go ahead and... So everybody received a new moon Aquarius. Here on the top right corner, it shows you all of the cosmic, what's happening. We just had Lunar New Year, which year of the snake. Imbolc is goddess. The Jupiter is, and then Mars is coming up at the end of the month with the full moon mid-month. So here we have intentions, habit reminder, what would you like to let go and release? So when we get to intention settings, you want to write down, well, while I'm going through all the cosmic, you might all of a sudden go, oh, I want to have intentions, and then you refine your intentions. And then what do you want to let go and release also? So those are the two things when we get to open intentions. Here we go. Cosmic themes for 2025. We are in a 9 completion. It's a year of the snake, and it's wood snake. Age of Aquarius started last year. We're in it full time now. No going back. It's a whole new state of being. And last year we had, oh, I wonder what will happen next and why am I so blessed? You want to hold on to this for a bit longer. It's still a lot of really fresh energy, and to be quite honest with you, endings. Now we were having endings, but now we're having endings and beginnings of beginnings. So like the snake they lose their skin, they have to let go and shed the skin and make room for that fresh new skin. This is really where it's at. It's in the shedding, letting go process. So right now the world axis has seven planets that are passing over in the next 6 months, and it's all about Pluto power, which is the age of Aquarius. You really want to think about mindsets and relationships that no longer serve us. Struggles may lose their charge, and you can identify what you've learned once there's no more charge. Saturn is the taskmaster. It's about assessment. You are that master. So the focus is on motivation and your own activities, your own actions, your own life goals that no longer resonate. Again, shedding, letting go. Anything that's soulful motivations that needs significant course correction. It's really about cleaning up. Venus, the love currency, flexing your skills and bringing your best to what you do, how you need for overall approval, setting yourself up for a new life, unconditional love. Venus is really hot. It's really great right now. So if you're in a loving relationship, there's a lot of room for sex, a lot of room for love, a lot of room for adventures. You really want to have a new way of thinking. We're all about having a new way of self-realization right now. So when we look back, it shall be a deep understanding, and we experience ourselves in a new way with this big exhalation, like so there's a lot of that. So just take heed, be loving to yourself, loving to the world. Happy New Year! It's a wonderful way to start the new year. We are we're in the year of the snake. We're red. For the next few weeks, we'll be celebrating the snake, and the whole year shedding. Lots of shedding. Lots of shedding. Snakes are really smart and creative, witty, and sneaky. New moon in Aquarius. Happy new moon, Lunar New Year. This is a very auspicious time of year. When we go into this time, it's Mardi Gras. You'll recognize that Mardi Gras, Ash Wednesday, hand in hand, and then it rolls into the Passovers and all of these high holy days really start with the new moon in winter. So it's very cool. This is the season of innovation and individuality, collective consciousness, the awakener, the I know what I know consciousness. A lot of people say, oh, it's the water sign. It's not a water sign, it's an air sign, but it's a water bearer. So you're going to pour wisdom and inspiration into the world. Aquarius are out of the box thinkers. You really want to think about embracing your uniqueness at this time. Dream of a brighter future for everyone, and you'll get a brighter future for yourself. Aquarius inspires those bold ideas, those, again, like the Great Awakener ideas, the breakthroughs, reminds us that when we're unique, we're also connected. It's very cool how that works. Right now, time brightens up noticeably because of the cycle. You'll notice that now that the cycle's coming, we'll start to see that the days are getting a little bit longer, and it takes steps also just in general, the cosmic, but the unknown world. Now that we're stepping into the light, we're starting to be able to see how that it takes shape, it'll manipulate. So Aquarius, the organs, calf, ankles, shins, Achilles, forearms, muscles, thyroid, hormones. Go get your thyroid checked. Get everything checked. From what I hear from the doctor, that there's a peak in the T3 after long COVID, and she has been doing these reverse T3 protocols for short term and then getting back on it. So if you ever work with your thyroid, now's the chance to find a better functional medicine doctor and really make sure you're on track. All right, Jupiter, yahoo! So again, it's like we're splitting the whole year as Jupiter. One year it's half in Cancer, and so we're splitting. So this is like right now we're going inward. It's a big expression of ideas. We're going to revisit old dreams, the what ifs. We're going to ask ourselves, what if that happened? If would I be dreading it this way? What if this happened? Would it turn out how I imagined? You want to sit with all the possibilities of what ifs. This is that like time where you just want to shift and create a new neutral pathway into the brain that helps create and expand and rewrite the story. So if you're able to tell yourself a new story about everything and recognize that you don't want to tell the old story, then you're leaning to the new story versus leaning into the old misery. Do you see? You create what's real in your life. Overall, in the universe, that struggle that I just described that we have individually, it's universal. The struggle's real. But beyond the struggle, it's not just about like physical struggle, it's about spiritual struggle. So why do we need to meditate? This is why we need to meditate. So studies show that when you meditate, that there are benefits. When you meditate, you gain fuel. When you meditate, that inner conflict, those patterns of resentment and jealousy start to subside. So when you meditate, you're able to stay centered like a tree, and then everything from the tree grows out from the center. So you really want to give yourself one full year of meditation practice. This will be your greatest gift while Jupiter's doing its thing back and forth, and you'll keep your power. Okay, Leo full moon coming at the 12th in a couple weeks. There's going to be like this really great nervous energy in the air. Some people will like say, oh, I'm so thin-skinned, I'm impatient, I'm overwhelmed. You really want to think about where you fit in the demanding world on the outside and find out what kind of activities work for you. Because that crackling energy, that spiky energy may fuel you or it may zap you. So it's going to be really interesting. You're going to want to be seen. It's a creative sense. It's a teaching sense, but it also might be just going out in a self-reflection, sitting in the full moon by yourself, naked under the moon, drinking tea. Mars, whoo, this is going to be really great. So we have been retrograde for a couple months, and then it's going to go direct. Yes. So when this happens, that energy of the pocketbook and your wallet being super tight and not wanting to do like that, that combination of suffering and feeling powerless and moodiness and inner conflicts, all of that is like about to kind of come to a stop. We're going to feel like the door just opened, fresh air just comes in. You're going to want to clean your house. You're going to want to open up everything and get that newfound freedom. It's flooding in. It's just this energy that's like the wind. And then as soon as you allow that energy in and you start actually cleaning the power struggle stops. You're cleaning, you're adding effort, a little bit of demanding effort into it, self-discipline, and you'll add some attention and focus, and all your power struggles will stop just like that. So that'll be coming up at the end of the month, and when we go into the new moon, you'll start of the next new moon when I see you, you'll start to recognize this. All right. Any questions on any of the cosmic so far? I just want to check in, smell the cosmic. I'll share my sense. So take a moment and let's set some intentions. Get settled. I have a candle here. Let's take 3 deep breaths in. Deep breath in. 5 seconds, hold for 5, and release for 5. Like a triangle, hold and release. In for 5. And here is where you want to think about what you want to bring in at the top of the triangle. And release. So take a moment while we think about what you want to let go of and what you'd like to bring in. I'll show a few more opportunities for PDFs that were in your email. Whether you want to share, set your intention for long-term or short-term. Too negative is make a positive. That's always a not true statement, but this is a way that people like to chunk down something that they're unable to. It's a new practice for them. So I always say these are the 3 easy manifesting steps. If this, but this, and this. We could talk about this more later. We don't have to keep on this now. If you have questions, let me know. The other option, there's a couple other options, is the one I sent you in the email. So you'll have a few, and then the crafting setup as well. So what would I like to bring in this month? What would I like to let go this month? Who would like to go first? Beautiful. What's your name? Great. Fabulous. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Congratulations. Thank you for sharing. Welcome to Moonifesting. Yeah, I'm letting go that thick skin myself. Thin skin, thick skin, staying supple, permeable. That's what I'm bringing in. Welcome, Aquarius, Great Awakener. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. If anybody else would like to share, feel free. Just go ahead and put that in the chat box. All right. So here's the moon. The moons change colors every season. They change location. It's very cool. Here's all the cycles. Each cycle represents a different power system and the goddess Mensis moon. And here we go. Here's the luteal phase and follicular phase and secretory phase. And you get up, down, up, down, up, down, just like the moon and the tides. So again, when you get all of your hormones checked, this is a very, very, very key component to how we function for business and personal. It's very important to maintain and document your growth. And here's another way of doing that, another visual of the signs for the full moon, different moon phases, the menstrual cycles. We're here at the bottom of the page. We've got the new moon. It's all about dream and manifesting, new beginnings, planting seeds. The crescent moon, fresh energy, conceptualizing. First moon, action and commitment. And waxing gibbous, the refine and align. Full moon, illumination, coming to fruition. Things that no longer serve. The waning gibbous, the gratitude and acceptance. The third quarter moon is all about adjust and release, acknowledge and letting go. Waning crescent, and back to the new moon. And if you look in the center image, you'll see the days, reflective days 1 through 7, where we're at now. And then we'll go into dynamic 7 through 14. So yes, the bleeding side is now, and then the procreation side is full moon with your partners. And for those of you who are tech geeks and don't know anything about the moons and want to learn and trying to figure it out, and you got to start somewhere, you got to start with the calendar. Thanks to Cantor Beckin. If you go to Canton Beckin, cantonbecker.com/astronomy calendar. It's totally free. You can donate. I always offer a donation. He has some really cool stickers, and you download and subscribe to this incredible opportunity where he'll give you all the moons plus all the other things that are happening right above you. You can see it, including asteroids, different planets. Very cool stuff. Thank you, Canton. And here we go. Here's that other planner that I was talking about, the Moonifesting planner. So each month you can plan your moon, whether it's the new moon, the full moon, the fortnightly, however you want it, moon forward if you didn't finish something. This is how you can schedule and get everything done, whether it's business, personal. Maybe it's not you. Maybe you have assistants. Maybe you hire people. You have a staff. Your staff can still follow your moon cycle. You tell them what to do and when to do it. They'll do it. I promise you that. You pay them. All right, so let's go ahead and craft this month's crafting. We have another awesome opportunity to document. So just as a reminder, each of these PDFs that we have each month, if you fill them out, and then at the end of the year, you'll have a completion of a whole year's worth of PDFs, which will be page after page after page, equaling a whole book. And you'll have a book each year on Moonifesting the modern goddess while crafting the modern goddess. So here we are on the modern goddess crafting new moon intentions. Here's the future, what you're grateful for now, what's the recipe themes, what are the ingredients, and the flow cycle. Like for instance, I always say, you've heard me say it over and over again since I started this program with you, recording that is, that I haven't had a flow. Well, guess what? This month I've got flow for the first time in many, many years. There's flow. and the sleep is way off and the energy level's way off, except there's blood. So be mindful of your cycle. It's always really important. It's auspicious that I'm bleeding on the new moon. It's very awesome. And I get to share it with you. Very goddessy. Also, down at the bottom here, their results and date manifested. Very important for you to manifest your you measure your results and when the date's manifested. So I won't necessarily do that today in my low energy state since I feel anemic for the first time in many years. Except I'll notice in a few weeks or whenever that whatever we're working on now, that I'll be able to manifest it uh, when our red string falls off. All right, here we go. So let's go ahead and take a moment and get comfortable. Gather up all of your tools here, your ritual tools. I have the red. It's all about red. This one has a little bit of scent. Delicious. It's a call for innovative wisdom, protection, guidance. The ritual for the Lunar New Year, wood stake. I am resurrection and the life. I stand in my mastery, rooted in truth and filled with divine love, miracles, and grace. You can repeat that again. I am the resurrection and the life. I stand in my mastery, rooted in truth and filled with divine love, miracles, and grace. And as I grab my red string and I cut it to the size that I want for me, I'm going to repeat this again. Phil, please repeat again. I am the resurrection and the life. I stand in my mastery, rooted in truth and filled with divine love, miracles, and grace. Now, with clear mind, think about two things that you'd like to send out to the world. And one thing that you'd like to bring in. Two things that you'd like to send out, and tie a knot now. And as you tie your first knot, sending it out to the world, I am the resurrection and the light. I stand in my power, mastery rooted in truth and filled with divine love, miracles, and grace. Tying the second knot, and then when you're ready to bring in and tie the third knot, I am the resurrection and the life. I stand in my mastery, rooted in truth and love with divine love, miracles, and grace. And so it is. If you feel the need to tie 2 or maybe 3 more knots into your red string, do that so now. Breathing in, I am the resurrection and the life. I stand in my mastery, rooted in truth and filled with divine love, miracles, and grace. All right. And if you can, tie that on your wrist now. How are we doing? Anybody want to share any of your knots? Naughty, naughty. So once this ties on in knots and locks onto you, you can leave it on until it falls off. And the day it falls off, or the day all of those manifestations of mastery that come to reality. Naughty. Bravo. Congratulations, Aquarius. New moon crafting. Be sure to measure your results and add to your PDFs when your red string falls off. Any questions about anything? All right, I'm very excited. We have a new deck today. New deck that was gifted to me. It's called the Empowered Self Oracle deck. It's a guidance for spiritual awakening and inner harmony. Pretty excited about it. And I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. Oops. So let's go ahead and, so here's what they look like. They've got really beautiful outside artistry. And let's just go ahead and let's take 3 deep breaths in. Exhale. As I mix up the cards. If I see anybody that just gets my attention or says, hey, do it now, pick now, pick now. I'm just mixing them up. So let's go ahead. I'll pick hold with my right. Let's see, anyone? What do we need to know right now? Aquarius, new moon. What do we need to know right now? Ooh, mindfulness. Mindfulness. That's beautiful. Get a whole experience of the water and the sky and the valley. Mindfulness and a mandala. I am fully present in the moment, embracing it with mindful awareness. I am fully present in the moment, embracing it with mindful awareness. That is perfect. Aquarius new moon it is, mindfulness. Beautiful. All right. Any thoughts? Yeah, I agree. Yes. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Welcome. So I just want to say thank you, everybody. Take a look at your sisters. Thank you for everybody who came today. For those of you who were in Circle remotely in a different time zone and watching this via video, everything is available in the portal and you can watch it again for those of you who want to see what's going on in the cosmic. So let's just take a moment as we close Circle, have our safe space for the last hour, giving self-love and attention, crafting the modern goddess for you. All right, please repeat after me. The circle is open, but remains unbroken. May the peace of the goddess stay in your heart. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. Namaste. Awesome. Thank you very much for coming. 28th of February, Pisces, 6 p.m. I look forward to sharing the next new moon. Until then, I wish you a wonderful Aquarius Happy New Year. You're the snake. Get ready to loosen up and lighten your load. This is that year. Get light, stay slithery, stay goddessy. See you next month, goddesses. Namaste.